There are 8 reasons why your cat sleeps with you, and chances are, a few of them might surprise you. And one of the biggest reasons your cat curls up next to you at night is because being near you makes them feel safe and protected. One of the most important reasons cats sleep with their owners is the sense of security it provides. Cats are both predators and prey in the animal kingdom, meaning that while they hunt smaller creatures, they can also be hunted by larger predators. When a cat is asleep, it's in a vulnerable state. This is when a cat is at its greatest risk of being caught off guard. By cozying up next to you, your cat gains an extra layer of defense. Your presence makes them feel protected from any lurking danger. In fact, security is often cited as one of the top reasons why cats choose to sleep near their owners. They trust you to watch their back during this unguarded time. Sleeping beside a trusted human gives cats an extra layer of defense. If anything were to threaten them at night, unlikely in a safe home, but instinct persists, having you nearby could help fend it off or at least warn them. Cats might truly see you as someone who will protect them if necessary. One cat expert notes that felines sleep with you because they trust you and know you're not a danger. In fact, you provide that extra safety if needed. In a way, you've become an honorary member of their little family, sharing in the mutual security. Interestingly, there's scientific evidence that cats genuinely find comfort in a human's presence. A 2021 study on feline behavior found that cats showed significantly less stress when their owner was in the room with them compared to when they were alone or just had the owner's scent present. In other words, your physical presence can be calming and reassuring to your cat. It's not just about a warm spot, it's about you. This phenomenon is similar to the secure base effect seen in dogs and even human children, where the mere presence of a trusted caregiver reduces anxiety. Your cat might sleep next to you because you are their safe haven, allowing them to truly relax. Finally, a cat sleeping near you is a sign of trust in itself. Felines do not easily expose themselves to potential threats. When your cat chooses your lap or bed for a snooze, it means they trust you deeply. They are comfortable enough to let their guard down around you. As one veterinarian puts it, a cat that sleeps on or close to you is showing great love and trust. They feel safe and believe you will protect them if needed. This level of trust is significant. So if your cat often dozes off pressed against your leg or on your pillow, take it as a compliment. You're providing the security they crave. Another reason is your body heat is just too cozy to resist. Anyone who has watched cats knows they are heat-seeking missiles when it comes to nap time. Cats love warmth. You'll often find them basking in a sunbeam, curled up near a heater, or even sprawled on top of electronic devices like laptops. This love of heat comes from their biology and ancestry. Domestic cats are descended from wild desert felines, which means they're hardwired to thrive in warm environments. They also have a higher normal body temperature, around 102 degrees Fahrenheit, or 38.9 degrees Celsius, than humans do, and they don't tolerate cold as well. So it's no surprise that one of the comfiest warm spots a cat can find in a home is right next to a human body. At night, your cat might gravitate to you simply to soak up your body heat. Veterinarians note that a very common reason cats sleep on people is for warmth. Humans radiate heat, especially from our heads and feet, so cats often target those areas. As Dr. Jane Mattheys explains, people lose a lot of heat through their head. Your cat can feel that warmth and will curl right up on your pillow to absorb it. Many cat owners can attest to waking up with a cat draped over their head or perched on their feet like a living hot water bottle. Beyond heritage and body temperature, cats have something called a thermoneutral zone, a temperature range where they don't have to expend energy to stay warm or cool. For cats, this zone is around 86 to 102 degrees Fahrenheit or 30 to 38 degrees Celsius, significantly warmer than the typical human comfort zone. This means what feels cozy to us might be a bit chilly for a cat. By snuggling with you under the blankets or against your body, the cat can maintain its ideal warmth without shivering or seeking another heat source. Your bed, with you in it, becomes the perfect heated cat bed. If you observe your cat's daily habits, you'll notice this heat-seeking behavior everywhere. Finding the sunny spots during the day, curling up by heat vents or radiators, and yes, gravitating to your warm lap when you sit down. At night, when the house is cooler and the sun is gone, your sleeping body is an attractive heat source. One cat expert, Riley, noted that cats will laze wherever they feel warm, and often that's right next to their person. So part of the reason your cat insists on sleeping with you is quite simple. You are a cozy, warming presence, and cats adore that. Another reason why your cat sleeps with you is because the bed is soft, warm, and simply the best spot in the house. Beyond safety and warmth, there's the simple fact that your bed is probably one of the most comfortable places in the house. Cats can be picky about their sleeping spots. They often seek out soft, cushioned, and inviting places to snooze. Think about it. Why do cats ignore a hard floor in favor of a fluffy blanket or a pile of laundry? Because they appreciate a comfortable sleeping surface as much as we do. Your bed, with its pillows, blankets, and the indent that your body creates, is an incredibly enticing spot for a cat nap. When your cat sleeps with you, they also get to enjoy your bedding. Many cats love sinking into a plush duvet or resting their head on a pillow. If your cat curls up on your pillow or right next to it, they might be enjoying how soft and supportive it is. In fact, experts note that cats often choose to sleep near a human's head because the pillow area is soft and tends to remain relatively undisturbed. Your head moves less during sleep than your arms or legs do. To your cat, your pillow might feel like the ultimate pet bed that conveniently smells like their favorite person, you. Comfort isn't just about softness, it's also about your cat's sense of familiarity. Cats are very sensitive to scents, and they find comfort in the smell of things that are familiar and safe. Your scent is one of the most comforting things to your cat because it is the scent of home and of someone they trust. By sleeping on your bed, and especially on your pillow or in your laundry, cats surround themselves with your smell. Being snuggled up close to you or on your belongings that carry your scent can give them a sense of contentment and security. Veterinarians have pointed out that being near your scent can provide a cat with a feeling of comfort. It's similar to how we might relax when wrapped in a loved one's blanket or wearing a loved one's shirt. For a cat, your smell on the bed or pillow is reassuring. Additionally, your bedtime routine might signal to your cat that it's time to relax. Cats are observant. They see you wind down, get under the covers, and turn out the light. At that point, the house is quiet and calm. Perfect conditions for sleep. Your cat may find that next to you is the calmest, coziest place to be. Some cats prefer sleeping near a person's chest or head, also because they find the sound of your slow breathing and heartbeat soothing. This rhythmic breathing can have a lulling effect, much like a purring cat has on us. So between the soft blankets, the familiar scents, and the soothing sounds, your sleeping area is extremely comfortable for your cat. But comfort alone isn't the whole story. Another reason why your cat sleeps with you is it's their way of showing love and staying close to you. It might come as a surprise to those who think of cats as aloof, but many cats choose to sleep with you as a way to be close and affectionate. Nighttime might be one of the few times you're relatively still and accessible to your cat. From a cat's perspective, curling up with you is a loving gesture and a chance to strengthen the bond you share. Remember, cats show affection differently than dogs. They might not wag tails or slobber with joy, but they have their subtle and not so subtle ways. Choosing to spend hours of their day or night pressed up against you is a pretty significant sign of trust and affection. Animal behaviorists often say that when a cat sleeps on you or next to you, it's one of the ultimate signs of love. Why? Because sleep is when they are most vulnerable. If they voluntarily put themselves in that position with you, it means they feel a strong bond. A veterinary behaviorist put it succinctly: A cat who chooses to sleep on or close to you is showing their love and trust in you. Your cat sees you as a close friend or even a pseudo-parent figure that they want to be near, much like they would cuddle with littermates or their mother for comfort. You might notice your cat doing some "I love you" behaviors as they settle in. For example, gently kneading the blanket, making biscuits, or softly purring. These actions are signs of contentment and show that your cat is happy to be with you. Another aspect of this bonding is something called imprinting, or forming a strong attachment. Cats that are closely bonded to a person often show behaviors similar to how they relate to other cats they love. For example, cats in the same social group, like siblings or a bonded pair, often sleep touching each other or in the same space. If your cat replicates those behaviors with you, like rubbing on you, following you from room to room, and sleeping near you, it's a sign they have truly accepted you as part of their inner circle. Your cat may have imprinted on you as their favorite human. So when they crawl into bed with you, it's a way of saying, "I want to be with you because you're my family." In fact, curling up with you might even hark back to how they once cuddled with their mother and littermates as kittens, enjoying that same sense of warmth and belonging. Finally, consider that your cat may simply enjoy your companionship at night because they miss you while you're asleep. Cats can feel attachment to their humans, and some even experience a form of separation anxiety. When you shut the bedroom door, those cats might scratch or meow to be let in. Conversely, when you allow them to join you, they settle because they just wanted to be close. All these affectionate motivations highlight that sleeping with you often means your cat loves you and feels deeply connected. It's not just a practical choice, it's an emotional one too. On top of that, your cat might choose your side at night because sometimes they just don't want to be alone. Cats may seem independent, but they are also social animals in their own way. Especially for cats that are closely bonded to their human, nighttime can simply be another opportunity to spend time together. If you've been out all day, your cat might choose the night to catch up on some togetherness. By sleeping with you, your cat is enjoying companionship and possibly warding off their own loneliness. In the wild or in feral cat colonies, cats sometimes sleep near other cats, particularly those they get along with, to share body warmth and protection, while domestic cats typically lead more solitary lives than pack animals. They still form social bonds, both with other cats and with people. Your cat might see you as their preferred companion. When they curl up at your side or on top of you in bed, they're basically saying, "I want to be where you are," even during sleep. It's their way of including you in their social circle. Cats often follow their favorite person from room to room. At night, that naturally extends to the bedroom. Interestingly, some pet experts point out that cats enjoy social sleeping. Even if they aren't interacting with you while asleep, just the act of being together has social value to them. They are comforted knowing you are close. As one cat care organization noted, contrary to the old stereotype of solitary cats, felines do enjoy companionship on their own terms. And yes, cats can get lonely too. If your cat sleeps with you, it might indicate they simply like your company and want to spend time with you, even if that time is spent in dreamland. For a cat that doesn't have other pets to snuggle with, you become their main companion by default, making your presence at night even more important to them. There's also the aspect of routine, which we'll discuss more of this later. If every night ends with you and your cat curled up together, it becomes a comforting ritual for your cat. Animals find predictability reassuring, knowing that when my human goes to bed, I go too, and we will be together, can be something your cat looks forward to. Moreover, your cat might be reciprocating the companionship you provide them during the day. Cats have a subtle way of caring for us as well. Some owners notice their cats stick closer on days when the owner seems sad or sick. They might not fetch slippers, but they offer quiet company. At night, this companionship continues in a very natural way by just being there with you. Knowing that a beloved friend, which is you, is nearby helps them relax and might help you feel less alone too. It's a two-way street. Both cat and human can feel comforted by each other's presence. Many people say having their cat purring beside them helps them fall asleep, and from the cat's perspective, feeling your steady breathing and warmth might be equally soothing. Here's another reason your cat curls up with you. By sleeping with you, they're claiming you and the bed as theirs. We can't discuss cat behavior without talking about territory. Cats are famously territorial creatures. In your cat's mind, almost everything in the house is theirs, including you and your bed. By sleeping on your bed and on you, cats may be marking that area with their scent and claiming it as part of their domain. This isn't as selfish as it sounds. It's actually a compliment. It means your cat has fully accepted you into their world. They consider your shared sleeping spot to be a safe part of their territory where they can let their guard down. Cats have scent glands in various parts of their body, notably their cheeks, the top of their head, and their paws. When your cat needs the blankets, headbutts you, or even just walks across your bed, they are leaving behind subtle scent markers or pheromones that signal mine to other cats. If you have multiple pets, you might observe that one cat is particularly keen on sleeping on the bed, effectively laying claim to it. A cat will rub its head on things and tread with its paws specifically to mark territory with those glands. So if your kitty tramples all over your bed before settling, they might be instinctively marking it. From the cat's perspective, once they have claimed the bed, they may as well use it. Some feline behavior specialists joke that rather than the cat sharing your bed, it's actually their bed, and they graciously allow you to be in it. According to one humorous yet insightful take, cats are so territorial that they effectively let you sleep in what they consider their space, which actually shows a strong bond between you. In other words, if the cat lets you stay in their spot, they must really trust and like you. It's a funny reversal, but it has a kernel of truth in how cats view ownership of spaces. Territorial behavior can also come into play if there are other animals or people in the household. If you are your cat's favorite person, the cat might sleep with you as a way of saying, "This human is mine." Their scent on you and the bed can be a signal to other pets that you belong to their inner circle. It's usually not a confrontational thing, just part of how cats naturally maintain social order and comfort through scent. Keep in mind that when a cat marks territory, it's also marking a place as safe. By covering the bed in their scent and yours, it becomes a familiar, comforting zone. The mingled sense of you and your cat on the bedding reinforce the feeling that this is a secure, shared haven. So territorial marking in this context isn't aggressive, it's about inclusion. Your cat is including your bed and by extension, you, in what they consider home base. But beyond claiming space, your cat might also be sticking close because they might be keeping an eye on you, just in case. We often think of big dogs as the pets that protect their owners, but don't underestimate cats. Some cats are very attentive to their humans and might stick close at night as a form of guardianship, at least in their minds. It's not that your cat thinks you're helpless. Rather, they might just have an instinct to stay near a member of their family who is resting in case something happens. This ties back to the earlier point about trust and bonding, but flips it around. Not only does your cat trust you, they might also want to be there for you. There are numerous anecdotal stories of cats acting as little guardians. For example, cats have been known to wake up their owners when there is danger, such as a house fire or a gas leak. One educational report mentioned that while cats aren't as famous as dogs for sounding the alarm, they have been known to wake people when they smell smoke. A cat's senses are sharp even during sleep. Their ears and nose can catch signs of trouble. If they sense something odd at night, a cat sleeping next to you might meow, paw at you, or in extreme cases, even give a little nip to alert you. In their own way, they can act as a nighttime watchdog, or watch cat in this case. Aside from emergency scenarios, cats might also cuddle up to you when you are not feeling well or are stressed. Many owners report that their cats seem to know when they're sick or upset and will stay closer during those times. A cat might choose to lie on your chest or at your side when you have a fever or when you've had a rough day. It's a form of silent support and protection. Cats are very sensitive to body language and mood. A compassionate kitty could pick up on your low energy or sadness and respond by not leaving your side. Some experts note that if they sense you're going through a bad time, cats may try to comfort you by simply being present. So at night, if you're unwell or anxious, your cat may forgo their usual sleeping spot and instead park themselves right next to you as if to keep watch. Moreover, recall the insight about cats, feeling that either you will protect them or they will protect you if danger appears. This suggests that in a bonded relationship, a cat can reciprocate the protective sentiment. When your cat settles down at your feet or by your head, part of their kitty brain might be thinking, "I'll keep an eye or ear on things just in case." Of course, not every cat imagines themselves a guard cat, but if yours does, it can be quite heartwarming. They might position themselves facing the door or sleep lightly when they're next to you. It's a compliment to the trust factor. You watch out for them, and they watch out for you. So if you notice your cat snuggling extra close when you're under the weather, or always choosing a spot that gives them a clear view of the bedroom door, they might be in protector mode. It's one more reason you two are a team, even in sleep. And of course, one of the simplest reasons your cat sleeps with you is that for them, it's just what they always do, part of their nightly routine. Finally, one very pragmatic reason your cat sleeps with you. They've simply gotten used to it. Cats are creatures of habit. Once they establish a routine, they tend to stick to it. If from kittenhood or from the day you brought them home, they've been allowed to sleep in your bed, they likely consider it their nightly routine now. It's like an ingrained habit. When the lights go out, it's time to find their spot on your bed. Cats also learn by association. They might associate your bedtime with their own. Perhaps you always give them a few treats or a cuddle at night, or they hear you brushing your teeth and know that's the cue that bedtime is coming. Over time, they align their schedule with yours. Cats are naturally most active at dawn and dusk, but they are quite adaptable. Studies of cat activity show that indoor cats adjust their activity patterns to sync up with their human family's schedule. If you are inactive at night, many cats will also take that as a cue to rest. One behavior expert noted that cats who are kept indoors at night tend to be more active in the daytime when their owners are around, effectively shifting their rhythm to match human activity cycles. So if you sleep at night, your cat is likely to at least try to sleep then as well, leading them to join you. Sometimes it's just easier for everyone if the cat is in the bed. If you try to change this habit, you might run into resistance, perhaps meowing at the door or scratching to get in. Once a cat is accustomed to sleeping in your bed, it's very challenging to retrain them to sleep elsewhere. Many owners end up relenting to avoid a night of yowling or scratching at the door. Another routine-based reason is your cat's morning agenda. Cats are often ready for breakfast bright and early. Where is the best place to be when the human's alarm goes off? Right on the bed, of course. Your cat might sleep near your head or chest so they can gently, or not so gently, wake you when they're feeling hungry or when it's time to fill the food bowl. One amusing advantage for a cat sleeping by your head is that you're within paw's reach for a 5 a.m. wake-up poke. By sleeping near your head, a cat has easy access to you to nudge you for food or attention as soon as it's needed. So part of this habit might be opportunistic, staying close to the human alarm clock to avoid any delays in the morning routine.